GM, we're live. We're already in a draft. This is a BBM. We're in the 8 hole. Are we 6 minutes early? We are. We are, because it's Monday, August 17th, and there's absolutely no time to lose. Training camp news coming in fast and furious. Preseason game coming faster and furiouser. So, again, we are just at the point where it's now or never. I have about 70 BBMs left to do. I think this is officially BBM number 80 for me. So I saved too many for the end. If I had to do this year over, I would have front loaded it a bit more. Because as we see, we're going to get to rounds 14, 15, and all the guys we really liked as our bottom of the barrel last round picks are all going. They're all going. I can't even get Caleb Douglas cheaply anymore. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor at pick 8. Love JT this year, but good morning, everyone. Mr. Binniger, good morning first. I mean, Go Easy Cards has it right. Binniger sets his alarm to be first. I don't know if he does that, but I do truly appreciate both Go Easy Cards and Mr. Binniger. Indeed, East Coast time. It has its pros and cons. Honestly, Mr. Binniger, as I've gotten older, I prefer West Coast time for some things. I don't know. It's easier to stay up late for the late games. And football starts earlier in the day. Waiting till 1 p.m. It's going to feel like an eternity. That first Sunday, 1 p.m. waiting for that. So, yeah, I agree. Go Easy Cards. You got to stay up late. It's brutal. There was no tip off because we don't have a Discord. GM Bukowski. Appreciate you so much coming and hanging out. See what we're going to get here. Jason Brown, I market at spot. It doesn't sound much. Up 2 or 3 spots, but it does. In the second. Market is cooling on Hampton. I am cooling on Hampton. We're between Henry and Achan. Let's do Achan here. Let's do Achan here. So there we go. We got JT Achan here. Nice start. I agree, Brian. No better way to start a Monday than a Chad Candle stream with chest day. Chest day is the best day, I have to say. I do love leg day, but chest day is really, I don't know. It is the one that, in my heart of hearts, I am most excited to get to. But hope your day is going well. Brian, No Cap Mac, appreciate you so much. Coming in, hanging out. I know Pearsall, 80 left is rough. I will get it done. I really wanted to max the Elim, so I spent a lot of time in the Elim streets. I also wanted to max Badge Bros Brawl. I have about 20 of those left. That's going to be a bit of a sweat because I think it's at like 94, 95%. So a lot of those left to do. We'll see. Thought I'd get around 1,000 drafts in. I easily could have done it if I just decided to put ranks in and auto the little Dalmatians, which I did last year. I don't really care that much to do that. So we'll see if I hit 1,000. I'm pretty sure I will between pre-draft, elims, and post-draft. We'll hit that 1,000 mark, but we'll see where we end up. Yeah, the 9 a.m. games are 6 a.m. West Coast. 6 a.m. is no problem in the Candles house. When you have a 2-year-old, he is the alarm clock. I will not miss a 9 a.m. game or a 6 a.m. game. GM to you, ATX Bearcat. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, ATX asking, how far does Love fall? He's tough for me to click. I think I'm at like 14% Love, which feels giga uncomfy about now, I have to say. I've done 4 or 5 drafts since the news broke yesterday, and I haven't seen him fall in any of them. The latest I saw him go was 30, and you'd see him go at 30 sometimes anyway. So I don't know, man. High ankle stuff can linger. We've seen it ruin players' entire seasons. Like we've seen guys like just not be the same all year. So I'm deeply concerned about that. All right, let's see. Trey McBride at the top of the ADP. And the kick. If it's get your guy season, I'm taking my guy T. Higgins. I'm really in on Higgins. I'm gonna make a few teams that are just kind of my own takes. I can balance exposures on my own time. If you guys want to see me take the guy that I am most into, I really like Higgins. We'll see. Burrow at 65 is pretty easy to get. His ADP is 68, and I'll have the I'll have the Jamar Chase drafter to my left. So if I want to line that up, I can. We'll obviously stay flexible. But I don't know. I think T. Higgins is very underpriced. When I kind of look at the delta between Pickens and Lamb versus Higgins and Chase, I think Higgins is too cheap. GM to you, Andrew Sutton. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, Pearsall, congrats. 8-month-old. She sleeps really well. Mine, every time I thought I had it solved, he changed his sleep pattern. And right now he's up like an alarm at 5:45 every day. But hey, enjoy that. Hopefully it lasts. Mr. Bindiger member mogging people. Oh my God. 5 months, Mr. Bindiger. Thank you. I think you are actually the longest time supporter, if I remember correctly. Jake, thank you again so much for the support and for the mogging. People need, it's good for the soul to get mogged, every now and then. It keeps us humble. I actually forgot to tweet out that I was live. I'm going to try to do that. But first, I will take Josh Allen at pick 41. I will do it. If Josh Allen's gone, I'm either going to take Waddle or Loveland, I think. We're going to get our guys today. He takes Scat. Let's just do it. Let's not be afraid. How far down is Allen on the kick? Yeah, he's at least not on the list. We'll take him at pick 41. That feels good, right? People take him in the third. Brian's at 20% love, bad run out. I'm concerned. Yeah, it's a really bad run out, dude. These things can linger. And especially if they try to come back too soon. I don't know, man. Makes me nervous. ATX Bearcat, yeah. I'm worried too. Tiger Uppercut, GM to you. Hope you're having a great one. Pearsall, hamstrings, high ankles, rough to know. Could be nothing, could end a season. Yeah. I'm not trying to do Chicken Little like that. It's Jover. But I put it now in the range of outcomes. I mean, I want to say I think they'll be smart, but they ran him into the ground in a preseason game. It was making the rounds on Twitter that it was based on Chat GPT advice. I don't know if that's true. I think it's funny if it. I'm choosing to believe it because it's funny that the training staff consulted Chat GPT about preseason usage and that you had to get rookie running backs up to speed in the preseason. Regardless, it's not great. I have a ton of Tyler Algier big board shares. those could be back, but just not ideal. Who knows? Maybe there's some downstring effects I haven't really heard discussed. Maybe they hang on to James Conner longer. I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to be Chicken Little. I think Love will be fine, but I think he should fall. Sweetleaf got Igbuka at 41. Yeah, Turf Toe. Turf Toe is another one. There is a huge gap between the severity of the injury and the name. Turf Toe sounds so goofy. It sounds like, oh, they have turf toe. That's fine. They should play through it. It's like a toe sprain, and if you get all your power pushing off of your toe, it's like a real problem. It's way more serious than the dumb name turf toe suggests. GM to you, Gunnar Ross. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Maryland likes football more on West than East. Much easier to watch those late games. Hard agree, Maryland. It is very, very, very tough for me to stay up to midnight to watch a random Thursday night game. Crutches missing the start of the stream by 3 minutes in honor of Tommy. Yeah, Crutches and I rostered Tommy Fleetwood. What could and should have been, after being 4 under through 4, finishes, what do you finish at? 6 under, tied for 7th. Just everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. We are, our dreams of winning the Pat Mayo one and done, or my dreams of winning the Pat Mayo one and done are rapidly, rapidly collapsing. Now, let's see what Jacked Up does. Great segment. Good callback there. He takes Tootin. We're doing it, guys. We're taking our King, Parker Washington. I told you guys I'm gonna do a draft where I just take my guys. Parker Washington, welcome to the team. Mr. Vinegar, yeah, he was the second member. Mr. Burkle was the second member. Forever at war with Jake Vinegar, but appreciate both of you. Appreciate you, Chris. Thanks so much again for the support. It means a ton. Maryland catching up at 2x. All right. When you get here, hello. C-Money, GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. I said I was going to tweet out that I was live, and I forgot. Live. All right. Surely that'll do it. Crutches is looking forward to adding to his love bags. I guess it depends how much he falls. I haven't seen him fall yet, is my issue. Al Boogie, GM to you. Likewise, OG Mans fan. Hope you're having a good one. Bukowski got coffee mugged by a French pressed cup of organic beans. I bet it tastes exactly the same as your Folgers drip coffee. I've never had French pressed coffee that I thought was any better than other coffee, but maybe it's a skill issue. All right, Tate at the top of the kick. Burrow would have been fun. I don't think I want to do Allen Burrow. That feels maybe a touch fancy. I'm really into Ramondre right now. I'm pretty into that. In fact, I had a draft. Maybe I shouldn't admit this. It was a gosh, what even was it? I can't remember what format. If it wasn't a puppy, but Henderson fell all the way to where he and Ramondre were at the top of the board by ADP. And I clicked Ramondre over Travion. I just don't want Travion. I'm just out on it. I think Ramondre is a better click. And I'm tired of pretending otherwise. No, but I don't know. I think we're drafting him in the wrong order. Chris says it's like the twin who was born a few minutes after and is always the little brother to Vinegar. Yeah. I think this is like from the Bible. Pretty sure this was Isaac and Esau, right? I don't know. I hope it doesn't end that way. I think things got a little dicey between those two. Turf Toe ended Jack Lambert's career. Never forget, Sweetleaf. Appreciate you still, Bill. Had a real nice weekend. Mr. Nez, Candle Nation GM to you, Nez. Hope you're having a good one. And let's hope this Monday is Keenan Allen signing day for all of our sakes. We need that holiday to happen today because it's going to be real bad if he doesn't sign. Because I started taking him hand over fist in most formats. Tiger Uppercut thinks this is a banger start. Yeah, we kind of went a little rogue here off of ADP, but I don't know. I don't mind this. I think it's pretty good. Thanks, C-Money. We're taking our guys. We're giving our takes. You know, if you want to take Travion over Ramondre, more power to you. Brian hopes Ramondre flips Hendo to get cheaper Hendo. Yeah, I mean, I would take Hendo if he was going where he should, which is like around pick 80. Henderson had 3 games over 30 points last year. Yes, and that's why we have to take him in the 5th. But I feel like this is like the fanciest. All right, I don't want to just say things for shock value, but I mean, what if he's just fancy Tyrone Tracy? I don't know. It feels very much more contingent than we want it to be. All right, what are we doing here? Lemon, Sutton, Godwin. Yeesh, I'm taking Godwin here. Pollard's fine, a little bit of a faller, but wide receiver is gross. Lemon is hurt. Sutton is not that great, and there's weirdness. I don't love Addison. Alec Pierce is hurt. Michael Wilson's Michael Wilson. Let's just grab Chris Godwin. I think he should go higher than he's going, especially with the Igbuka injury. I think you're Esau in this, unfortunately, and I don't think he does a lot of smiting, if I remember right. He ends up trading away his birthright for some soup. But again, I'm not the Bible guy. No tip-off robbed you from drafting against Miss Go Easy cards. Oh my gosh. Well, I would hate to have to face the BBC in hand-to-hand combat there. So I think this worked out. Crutches, you're correct, but I still don't think Hendo's a bad click. Just want those unique follower shares. He can still break weeks. Good prospects year 2. Never know. Yeah. he's someone that I was trying to get like 4 to 5% of. And I think I'm probably around that. I say that, and I can try to pull up exposures after. Tucker Kraft has been falling on reports that he might not necessarily be ready. Week 1, sidekick has Corum, Harvey, Dobbins up here. Yeah, this is kind of a not my favorite range on the planet. I don't know. Do we want to do Harvey or Corum? Let's do Corum. We'll agree with the kick on this. I think that's fine. They play Tampa week 17. If I want to set something up there, maybe we say by the end of the year, Corum takes over or Kyron gets hurt or something. Yeah, that one's a tough one. Those are two. The Denver backfield is so weird and so up in the air. I definitely want to be taking shares of it, but I'll defer to our friends over at Legendary Upside for that pick. GM to you, Joel. Hope you're having a good one. Appreciate you. Nez, I missed what this was in reference to, but I hope you had a good weekend. That being said, let's hope we can still keep getting Mondre cheap. Yeah, he's too inexpensive. Like getting him in that tier after that sort of Monty through Bucky kind of range. Getting him a full round later is really nice. Colby Young is Jerry Rice's kid, says Ball is Life. I don't know if this is true. I don't know. We didn't we already have Jerry Rice's kid? We famously were drafting him like 2 years ago now. Yeah, we need Miss Go Easy cards in the next round. Purple Yost GM to you. Hope you're having a good one. ATX Bearcat says round 7 through 10 are brutal. We got Godwin and Corum. It's not horrific. We'll see how we do. Chris, I don't think this is correct that Ramondre is 2 fumbles away. He seems to have the longest leash in history. I think he'd have to fumble more than that. Maybe 4 fumbles. Crutches noting that the prospect profiles different solar systems, but I'm pro Mondre and I'll still take Hendo 2 to 4. I think I'm aligned with you there. Because, yeah, you can't deny the spike weeks. But if he can't get on the field because of the pass pro stuff, that's like a legitimate problem. And the coach loves Ramondre. And Ramondre is not, like, terrible. So, Go Easy Cards. Watch Pat Moore's DBQ stream yesterday. Got excited. I need to watch that. Pat Moore's awesome. Good dude. I know he'll be chasing the dog bowl this year, so probably end up having him on stream. I actually haven't talked to him about that, but I think we'll have to figure that out for the for in-season stuff. Brian has 15% Ramondre, 5 Hendo. Happy with that split, assuming prices stay the same. Yeah, I'd be good with that, like kind of exact layout. All right, cross key merit worthy. Let's take Fannin, right? Oh, gosh, I'm a little torn. I feel like you can't really go wrong with Fannin. I feel like Fannin is pretty nice. Pretty nice click there at 104. There's a few of these backs. I'd be happy with cross scheme merit. The sidekick wants me to take a wide receiver. I can't blame it. I do have. I'm getting a little light there. I keep taking detours. I think my preference would be this order. Worthy. I don't know. I have Jacoby Myers maybe a little higher than he's appearing on the kick, but we'll figure it out when it's our pick. Yes, the BBC is famously Spags' tool, is what that was in reference to. Miss Go Easy. I should have provided context. Miss Go Easy Cards is using the Best Ball Champion by Chris Spags, which that's the acronym. Best ball called Tate, Rage, Rate Ledge, and Juice Scruggs splitting center. Snaps for the Lions. Oh my gosh. We will have to direct you. Maybe Ben Gretsch could give us some offensive line related content, probably better than I could provide. I have to confess. I have to be fully honest with you guys. Worthy sliding a little bit. The shoulder stuff has me mildly scared. but I think the upside is probably the highest in this range. So let's take Worthy there. So for the audio listeners, we got a 1-4-4-1. Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Achane, Ramondre, Blake Corum, Higgins, Parker Washington, Godwin, Worthy, and Fannin. Maybe if I pushed Fannin, I could have taken Kincaid there for the stack. But I think Worthy was actually at the top of the kick. And just a 1v1, I'm going to take Fannin over Kincaid, even on a Bill stack. Crutches has been pulling up Mason. Yeah, I agree. I would have. I think he'd already gotten drafted when I was reading alternatives to Krosky Merritt. I would have taken Mason. HKAS. I saw this. What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what HKASD. I saw you tweet it out. I need some help. Also, yeah, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub. The more likes and subs, the more acronyms I'll understand. We're also trying to get to 1,000 subs. We only need 220 before the start of the season. We can get there. Brian is pretty confident Dowdle is RB1 in Pittsburgh. I am not confident in that. That feels like an aggressive take. And if he is, I have not been drafting that correctly. Yeah, thanks, Gunnar Ross. Like and sub. I don't agree. I don't know, Sweetleaf. I think Tucker Craft, the slide it's a little weird because I don't actually think he said what people are saying. Like, I don't know. He might get ramped up slightly slowly, but would I have taken him at 70 like they did in the tout video? No, but I think he's a perfectly fine pick, especially with Green Bay getting a little more consolidated. Like, I don't know. It just sounds like they're being smart with him. Keandre Lambert-Smith. No, we were taking Jerry Rice's kid too, in addition to KLS. All right, here we go. Let's see. Coming up, Jacoby Myers is sliding in this room. Baker, again, we talked about Baker. That would have been interesting. Maybe if we really planned for a Baker stack, we could have taken Gainwell earlier. I think I'd take Baker if he falls to me. Shakir is tempting, but the Baker pick would be really nice if we can get that to us. And again, sometimes Shakir does fall. People are not super excited to grab him in BBM. Malik Willis, he's been rising slightly. He looked very good in preseason. People are saying. Go AZ Cards. I have like 40 some odd eliminators going. I have 47 elim slows going. I had to max it. Get easy as 150. Oh my God, that's too many. That happened to me, Crutches. I got the last minute FOMO. And I agree. We need Keenan Allen. We absolutely need Keenan Allen or we're ruined. Testimonials for the Spags tool. I have not used it, but I'm, competition is good in this space for sure. Purple Yosh, appreciate you. Minnesota projecting a pretty even RB split, and Mason doesn't catch Pat. Is that right? I thought it was going to be weighted pretty heavily towards Mason in base, and he would have the goal line stuff, but I don't know. Maryland noting Nathaniel has 98 regular limbs and 20 each of the two special of the Frenchies. Yeah, 98 is pretty brutal. 98's brutal. Baby J noting when my sub goal was 300. I know. I can't believe we're this close to 800. It's been really awesome. It's been so cool. And I appreciate all of you. If you do a 6 to 8 hour marathon, I bet you get at least 50 subs during the stream. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like an 8 hour for 800 or something. I don't know. Maybe we can make that happen. I'll have to think about it. We'll see. All right. Shaheed goes, oh gosh, I lost all those receivers I thought about taking, but I mean, I can't represent Davis and the Slappy Central Discord and then not take Keaton Mitchell. But gosh, I like Dallas Goedert. I think I need more Dallas Goedert. Oh, Yeah, let's take Goddard. Let's take Goddard. He's a guy I have 4% of that I wish I had like 8 to 10. He just, every day that goes by that like Lemon's not playing and Devonta Smith has this hamstring stuff. Dallas Goedert is probably just a really good pick in the 12th round. So I'm sorry. I don't want to get kicked out of Slappy Central, but I do think I needed another tight end there. Joel says Kraft should be ready for week 1. The question is whether they're going to give him the full snap load. Yeah. And tight end's kind of a weird position. I mean, those can be sometimes a little bit game script and matchup dependent anyway. So I mean, if he's slow for 4 weeks, I don't really care that much. We'll see though. We'll see, Sweetleaf. I don't know. Yeah, John noting Malik Willis is him. Yeah, I mean, this is a Malik Willis channel. I have like 35% Malik Willis. We need this to happen. Pearsall asking the right questions. What's going on with CMC? I don't know, but I'm honestly getting scared. I know he's on the thumbnail. It's mostly because there's 23 days left till the regular season starts, and he's number 23. Hasn't practiced for a week with tightness. It's all happening again. Oh, I'm saying that's HKASD classic chat. Yeah, I know. That's what happens. I get fooled. I get behind in chat and I get confused. And I'm still honestly not sure what HKASD is because of the chat lag. We're going to be repeating this cycle like Groundhog's Day, trying to understand the acronym. Yeah, Brian says if Keenan doesn't sign by end of day tomorrow, I'm not clicking him. I can tell you're in the corporate world, Brian, because you had to put EOD. You couldn't just say if he doesn't sign by tomorrow. You had to give a specific deadline. Sweetleaf noting dinger payouts, easier lobbies. Love that. Love that. On the worried scale of league winner to CMC missing the season, where does him missing a week? It's only because it's him. I'm worried. I'm worried, Go AZ Cards. I wish I wasn't. I wish I had the strength and courage and I could tell you I wasn't worried, but I'm like legitimately slightly worried. Miss Go AZ Cards to still quoting, take a running back. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because you came on my stream and drafted 2 of the worst teams I've ever seen. Chris says 95 more of the DK and Underdog Millie drafts for me to get done. I'm going to be busy enough with outside contests. Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. I don't know. I kind of like Danny Dimes here. I'm pretty into the 3 QB. I know I have Allen and Baker. I don't know. Do we take Trey Harris? No, let's take Daniel Jones. A little week 17 against Fannin. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm not fussed. We'll find some late receiver values. You were early with the CMC fade crutches. You knew. You knew. Joel, only 35% Malik amateur. It was higher than that for a while, Joel. It was like alarmingly high. Yes, we don't want to see CMC go to Germany. That would be bad. Oh, once and for all, it's Happy Keenan Allen signing day, HKASD. I get it now. I get it. Thank you. Got it. You got it. Pearsall, I just wonder if they're keeping him out of practice because they already have the 2 backups injured. Gosh, this is some grade A copium. I hope this is true, Pearsall bag holder. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I feel like backup running backs are kind of a dime a dozen. So I would love to tell you I believe this. I really would. I just don't think I'm there. Yeah, it's not going to be on Google. It won't be on Google. Go ahead. No, I got you. I got you, Brian. The EOD in there. The EOD was very clear. Terrence Ferguson goes in the 14th round. I mean, we are, man. We just can't get anything cheap anymore. All right, McMillan. Gosh, what's up with the McMillan injury? I'm not going to find out before I have to pick here, am I? Doing a Baker double with McMillan is tempting. Juwan Jennings, I do like. Sidekick has Jacoby Lane up here. Do we want... I'm going to defer slightly to A, the stack, and B, only having 5% of McMillions. We'll take him there. Again, if Igbuka's hurt, it might just open up more opportunities for them. So we got a 3-4-5-2. Allen, Baker, Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor, Achan, Ramondre, and Blake Corum. Higgins, Parker Washington, Godwin, Xavier Worthy, Jalen McMillan, and Fannin and Goddard. I actually quite like this team. We'll see how we land the plane, though. The landing strip has been damaged nowadays because rounds 15 through 18 are really tough. I assume Go Easy Cards, because he likes playing football and making money. If you told me I could play slot receiver for the Bengals, I would do it. I don't think I would draft myself in Underdog, but I would absolutely agree to play. It sounds great. Shady says 104 BBMs and 95 DK BBMs plus all side contests. I have time for long couple weeks. Yeah. I saved way too many. I think that's about as many DK milli makers as I have left too. I have to do those on that site as well. So I'm going to be leaning heavily on the kick. If you see me in the streets, I'm going to make some time to draft. I'm going to be multi-tabling, and I generally, if I'm multi-tabling, I'm going to need the tools. So you might see me in the you all might see me in the streets and top clicking. Yeah, good luck, Shady. Go Easy Cards asking slows or what you have left to join. I doubt anyone's aping into 100 slows now, but we will see. I believe Miss Go Easy Cards has started drafting. Crutches has to draft 6.5 flagships a day, but did 10 no problem. Yeah, I'm kind of going to be in this similar boat. Shady joining us fast. Cullen, GM, hope you're having a good one. Yeah, Crutches, week 1 DFS. It's already here. Bird Enthusiast asking, is Omar Cooper cooked? I am struggling mightily to click Omar Cooper. He needs to fall a lot. I think he is falling. He went at pick 163 here. All right, let's see. We are coming back up. Juwan Jennings just went. He almost fell back to us. Gosh, Jacoby Lane, Tank Dell, Pat Bryant. I like Pat Bryant quite a bit if we can get him. Could I maybe have not taken Daniel Jones and pushed it to Aaron Rodgers? Possibly. Who would I have gotten instead had I not taken Danny Dimes? Kind of fertile ground for tight end. Maybe it would have been Trey Harris. I'm kind of into Trey Harris quite a bit. Do we just do Jacoby Lane? Do we slap it up? Yeah, let's take some Jacoby Lane. Are we getting the best price? No, but it's the 15th round, so I don't really care. There's not a big enough difference in 15 and 18 to get me too worried about that. Go Easy Cards noting she's been in slow draft hell for 9 days. How does she like slow draft hell, Go Easy Cards? I'm curious. McMillan's injury not serious. Okay, good. We took him. I don't know how many he's doing. Still, Bill, I don't mind Jonah Coleman. I'll mix him in. I think with those ambiguous backfields, I think you just take all of them unless you have some big like hunch as to why one is going to be better than another. I think he's fine. And he's not like super expensive. In the 13th round, I feel like he's a fine click. Blitzology maxed weekly winners for the Stimmy. Hey, Blitzology, first of all, good morning. Secondly, I did a weekly winners over on a members only stream last week. It was a lot of fun. It was my first one. Hey, thanks, Brian. Of 14, 15, I think that's where I should go. All right, let's see. Cade Otten at the top of the kick. Caleb Douglas, though, at the top of my heart. Caleb Douglas has been screaming up. Do we want to really slap it up? He's week 17 with Josh Allen, who we unfortunately weren't able to stack. All right, well, they timed out on us. I'm not sure what I really wanted to do. I was torn between him and Otten, but I don't know. I'm pretty into Caleb Douglas. He is somebody that, again, it was funny when I was on Best Ball Breakfast. I thought I was taking him at market and I had 1.2%. It turns out I am at market on him in the eliminator, which is what I was drafting. I have like 10% Douglas in a limb and less than 2% in regular 12 persons. So I was taking him at market. I just wasn't doing enough of the normal draft to get that number up. Perfectly Cromulent GM to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Likewise, Sweetleaf Keenan can add to career stats. Is he a possible Hall of Famer? I doubt what he does this year would impact that. He's definitely in the Hall of Very Good. I think football's a little is a little easier to get. I don't know though. I feel like he's kind of borderline. But I'm not super in the weeds of like who's a Hall of Famer or not, so I could be way off. I wouldn't be mad if he was in, but I don't feel like he's like a shoe-in by any means. Joel says, with the caveat, I don't think BBM overlays is like close enough that they do promos to juice fill rate. I would be surprised if they did. They had to do promos kicking and screaming last year to try to get the marathon and the sprint filled. And even then, I don't think BBM's going to overlay. I would be pretty surprised at that. Kate Otten is live to come to us, but there is a gulf of a tier break after him down to Waller, Gesicki, Parkinson. If we don't get Otten, then we'll take a tight end with our very last pick. Gosh, wide running back is dead. Running back is dead. Taylor, Achane, Ramondre, and Corum. Kind of wish I had a fifth, but it is grim. Keon Coleman goes. Let's just take Kate Otten. He came all the way back to us, so I think that's fine. We can get a Tampa Bay triple with McMillan, Godwin, and Otten. I like that. Daniel Jones. The thing about Daniel Jones, he's pretty darn hard to backstack, but I think he's live to contribute to our team for sure. Hey, I know I can tout, aka Nathaniel GM to you. Hope you're having a great one. Best of luck in the Elim slow streets. I am in those as well. I don't think we're in any overlapping rooms, and if we are, I have not seen you. I aped into 47 right before the contest closed, so I feel you. Lane in the 15th is a gift. Oh my gosh. Why is Cooper Cook? Didn't Cleveland Cooper on the Jets? Are you we're talking about Omar Cooper Jr. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Sladen, hard to give up on the glamour and luster of hey, we came back to us. If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's meant to be. I learned that from a DMX album. I don't think he was the first to say it. All right, we are coming up. Keenan Allen at the top of the kick. Oh my gosh. Keenan Allen at the top of the kick. Do we risk it all? I have a name that I'm kind of trying to get a few more shares of. Gosh, none of these running backs, huh? Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about it. I'm going to take Vele. He's a little bit lower. But if there really is something with Tyson, then I think Vele is pretty live to contribute, at least early in the season. He was decent last year. He might even have a role anyway. So that'll wrap this team. We got a 3-4-8-3. Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Devon Achane, Ramondre, Blake Corum, Higgins, Parker Washington, Godwin, Worthy, Jalen McMillan, Jacoby Lane, Caleb Douglas, and Devon Vele, and then Fannin, Goddard, and Cade Otten. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to hop in another BBM. We'll roll into chat here. I have a location error on the computer, so doing it on my phone. We are waiting for 2, so there's no underflow. No underflow. No excuses. We will hop in. There it is. There it is. We got the 3-hole. Did anyone make it in? Blitzology made it in. Go Easy Cards made it in. Awesome. Awesome. GJ Spinoza, hey, appreciate you so much. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Yes, HKAD. as they say, HKADE. I learned that acronym 10 minutes ago. Appreciate you, DJ Spinoza. I can't get there with Cyrus Allen, Gunnar Ross. I just take Tyquan Thornton because I'm pretty sure I know Tyquan Thornton is going to be playing. Go Easy Card says she doesn't mind the top clicking. She's excited to get the season going. Three big limbs with their deposit match. Oh, man. I'm getting big limb mogged by Miss Go Easy Cards. I haven't done any. She reached her comfy slack. She just in a flow state with the limbs. Crutch is talking about Cyrus Allen. Yeah. At this point, Crutches, I feel like I'm so dug in on the these 5th round KC. What do we want to do, by the way? Do we just take Jamar? You know what? I'm gonna. I kind of want to do another Jonathan Taylor team. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do something weird. Let's take Jonathan Taylor. Let's take Jonathan Taylor. Why not? All right, we'll take JT at the 3 and see what happens. Well, I know we're getting wild here. We're getting wild here. Gunnar Ross, BBM fills at 100 rooms an hour in the last few days it's open. Yeah, it gets nuts. Charlie. I don't know what Charlie is, but you did make the room. I appreciate you. Disbanded Brotherhood GM. Slade and Parkinson literally had 7 more touchdowns than Otten. Yes. Parkinson's also, I mean, he plays on a much better offense, but Parkinson also doesn't have the wide receiver 1 departing. Evans leaving is a pretty big deal. So I don't know. I think there's a lot more. There's less certainty in the offense of how it's going to shake down. Parkinson is in he could end up with a lot of touchdowns again this year, or he could end up with 3. No outcome would surprise me. But again, I think with the Baker stack, Otten made sense. Hey, OG Mans fan, shout out Chad. Nobody services the chat like candles. This man is. Hey, appreciate that, OG Mans fan. Means a lot. Thanks so much for the dono. Really, truly, I'm very lucky I get to do this and really appreciate all of you. So thank you. You're good, Go AZ Cards. You're good. And I'll be honest, I get sometimes confused at the landing spots with the rookies sometimes. So it's no problem. It is no problem. Gunnar Ross, I was just amazed how fast it went up in regular best. Oh, the Cyrus Allen. Yeah, the news cycles are lightning fast. Ant Xwell D. I mean, it was a time and a place, Ant Xwell. It was very profound. It was a very profound statement coming from DMX. He also did a cover of or at least they sampled from Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight. And I heard that before Phil Collins, so I actually thought DMX was the original artist there. This is a safe place, all right? We already established this earlier. It's going to be wonky if I get... if I get Taylor Henry, and I could get that anyway, that would not have been helpful. Let's do Drake London. That seems fine. So we got Jonathan Taylor, Drake London. These two won't get paired together every time. But this way, if I end up with two receivers I like here... See, part of the reason I wanted to take Taylor at the 3 was now that Jeremiah Love is gone, I could end up starting 0 RB. I didn't necessarily want to do that. And I'm too scared to pull up CMC. So I don't know. I might try to build a few more teams like this from the 3 hole this late in the cycle. It depends. Again, you could always take Breece Hall, but sometimes the turn will take Breece, and then I'll find myself in a weird spot. So we'll see if this kind of gamble paid off. If Breece comes back to us, I don't know, maybe we do Breece, JT, London. I don't think I have too many of those. Brian likes the 8% Valet. Probably wide receiver 3 at New Orleans at worst. Yeah, I agree. I've been trying to get more of him, and he hasn't really risen since the Tyson stuff, which sounds really dark. All right, so Breece did come back to us. Let's grab him. Let's grab him here. The sidekick wants Love. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm going to take Breece Hall. 2 week 13 buys. That's the way she goes. Can't get too fussed about that. That was on that album too. It's dark and hell is hot. Gunnar Ross, I'm going to Chiefs training camp Wednesday. Excited to see him live. Anytime you can see the great Cyrus Allen live, you simply have to do it. We do need a boots on the ground report about Rashee Rice's route running. I'm slightly concerned. Slightly concerned. I have heard, Chris, that there is a deposit trick. Was it Pete and Corain talking about this? If you hit the deposit button, it actually tries to figure out where you are. Really funny that works. Was that a sarcastic awesome? I missed what I said awesome too, but I'm probably not. Probably genuine. Morning, Chad. Morning, Paul. Hope you're having a good one. Still, Bill, I could be wrong. I am not good with these fill rates, but they also like exponentially increase at the end. So if you're doing like a linear model, it will not look like it's filling. But if you assume people ape in at the end, you can say anything will fill. Crutches, I normally agree, by the way. I've never taken the Ross or Royals. I actually think this is different. Goes along with my Rice fade too somehow. Yeah, let me put it this way. Maybe I need another week or two. I'm not going to be so stuck in my ways that if Cyrus Allen is actually like earning his way onto the field, I'm not going to take him. So I'm willing to admit defeat, and I wonder how much he's capable of rising beyond where he is. That said, yeah, it's not like, I mean, Worthy's always injured and isn't very good. Travis Kelce is kind of a dust ball, and Rashee Rice had to rehab his knee in jail and apparently doesn't look very good. So there's openings, Tyquan Thornton, he is what he is. So I'm willing to come around. I just need to make sure I'm not getting bamboozled. I don't want to get bamboozled. It happens to me enough. So by Colby, he could regress all the way to like a Kolar type. Yeah. Hey, Gadsden is running with the 6th team. We're believing in something this year. All right. Yeah, I'll take Etienne. I think he's fine here. Get a little bit of an ADP discount. Interesting, the sidekick wants another running back. How far down is... Yeah, they're very light on DJ Moore. DJ Moore got hurt. Apparently, it was nothing. Boy, do I want to go 4 running backs here? Do I have the courage? I don't know. I don't know how much DJ Moore I have. Parker Washington. We could always take our king. He's never coming back to us again in the 6th round. DJ Moore goes. All right. I don't necessarily need to pull up Parker Washington. All right, we'll take Monty here. We'll take Monty. Do I love having 2 week 13s and 2 week 8 buys? No. I think this is kind of misery, but hey, that's what we've got. Sometimes you got to play the hand that's dealt you. Brian noting about Otten, you're getting a tight end on a decent offense. You will know it will run 85% plus routes each week. No one competing for his targets. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Otten as a tight end 3 is like pretty dang good. And I think I'm like twice the field on Otten. I like Kate Otten quite a bit. I think I'm never upset when I get him. Sweetleaf, Keenan Allen, 13th all-time in receptions. If he got 50 more this year, he would move into 5th. That's a huge gap. It's interesting that 12 through 6 is that bunched. No shame in confusing the Browns with the Jets. Yeah. It's also like we talk about in the like preseason, we talk about, Surratt and Omar Cooper, like kind of in the same breath, and Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston. Like those guys are all kind of like in my mind still very like prospecty, and sometimes it's very confusing sometimes. I'm with you, Crutches. I like JT a lot. I mean, I remember when he was the 1.1 in fantasy in redraft when we were scared to take CMC that one year. JT was going as the 101. And by all accounts, Daniels looks good. If the DMX Phil blew your mind, wait till you discover Weedus. I don't know what that is. I don't know. The Red Badger noting, first and foremost, shout out Mr. K. Appreciate that. Two-part question. Do you have any Lamb Jefferson teams? Yes, I'm pretty sure I do. Do you have any Chase Henry teams? I'm guessing I do. I don't have one of these newfangled combos tools to confirm that. I'm sure I have Lamb Jefferson teams, especially because Jefferson was slightly cheaper early on. And you can end up in a room where everyone's super RB pilled. So definitely have that. But I don't know about Chase and Henry. And let me make this another plug for the Badge Bros Brawl, because you can get that every time in Badge Bros Brawl if you want. It's my favorite contest. I have about 20 left to do. So if you have these like really fun combos you want, that is the place. Oh, Ramondre came back to us. Phooey. Jaden Daniels. This draft is getting away from me, folks. This draft is getting away from me. I'll take Jaden Daniels. I wish Tyson was still clickable. Yeesh. This is kind of ugly. A little bit of a bummer. I mean, if we take Ramondre, we have to like absolutely nail late receiver. And probably, in my mind, go to QB now that we have Daniels. We'll see. If Ramondre comes to us, he's going to be tough to not click. Yeah, Ramondre goes. Thank you for clicking him. All right, Hurts goes. Yeah, it's between Metcalf and Downs for me here. My problem is I kind of prefer Pittman to Metcalf at cost. I know Downs picked up some injury. I don't think it's anything serious, but Metcalf's like also not practicing, so this whole range is kind of a nightmare. All right, let's see. Let's take Josh Downs. Let's take Josh Downs. Again, he opens up when we took him last time unstacked. Or, I just said I like Daniel, so we'll see what happens. Yes, Pest Ball on Call with the other DMX album, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood is good too. Yeah, I didn't have that one. But I did have It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Sweetleaf, 1 Rice, 2 Fritz, 3 Gonzo, 4 Witten, 5 K Allen. In receptions. I'm sorry, I got confused. More so, it wasn't just practice. It was the first game of team reps as well. Okay. Well, maybe I need to adjust my priors on Cyrus Allen. Go Easy Cards. Brian the Goober, I took your favorite wide receiver in the 4th. Who's his favorite wide receiver? Gunnar Ross has 40 BBM saved. There are a ton of people saving 100 or more for the last few days. It will fill. Yeah, I think it will too. Kurt Rambus, appreciate you asking the question, who was the guy that said Rashee Rice rehabbing while eating jail food would be a problem? Well, Ramby, the streets don't forget. Kurt Rambus has been blaring Rashee Rice warning signs, but appreciate you, Mr. Rambus. Hope your morning is starting off well. Did a great stream with Rambus last week. If y'all missed that, I know these draft streams can be ephemeral, but it was pretty awesome to get to stream with our guy Kurt Rambus. ATX Bearcat, as soon as Lane gets drafted 2 picks before someone else wanted to take him, it immediately triggers that person to take Cyrus. Yeah, it's like reminding them. It's like, hey, you need to take the Slappy Riser. 20-second clocks. I mean, if you're multi-tabling with different tabs, 20-second clocks is doable. And especially if you have a tool. But yeah, I don't like to multi more than 6 at a time. Even, that's like my max. Shady Noti Chad, you can add players to your filters in the leg up lineups page to see if you have the oh, nice. Okay, I could do that. I can give that a go. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize I had that option, so appreciate that. Gunnar Ross, people will multi-table 10 or so at the time. That's what the sidekick, exactly. All right. If Keenan gets 50 more, he's guaranteed Hall of Fame. I just don't feel like the Hall of Fame works that way. Like otherwise, Vinny Testaverde would be in the Hall of Fame because he's like some crazy high in total yards. Like he's just like a compiler. And also like I don't know, he's either a Hall of Famer or he's not. Gosh, if we could get Chris Godwin, we will sprint to the podium for that. Steph Diggs has my interest there as a stack with Daniels. Oh my gosh. Why is Godwin falling here? I feel like our team just kind of got bailed out. That's pretty darn nice getting Godwin there. Again, depending on the severity of the Igbuka stuff, I liked Godwin before. I am more than happy to grab him there. GM to you, Artillery Frost. Hope you're having a good one. Broad Clone, it's HKS. Well, HKASD. And so I hope you're we're going to celebrate because yes, we need Keenan Allen to sign today. We need this badly. Miami just activated Chris Bell like the Winter Soldier. That's pretty nuts if they actually did, Daniel Cook. I hadn't heard that. I had not heard that. All right, Addison is here. Gosh, I kind of like Diggs. Fannin to me is a pretty massive tier break at tight end as well. I think I just prefer Diggs on this team, leaning on Jaden Daniels. I'll take Diggs. I feel like that's fine. I only landed the GOAT and Justin Jefferson combo twice, once in the Puppy 3 and once in the Little Dalmatian. It took me 540 drafts to land it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Lineups. Filters. All right. I'm doing this on another tab. Let's see if we can find it. Add player. All right. CD. Well, why don't I do it on this tab? All right. Share this tab instead. Lamb. Add filter. Uh-oh. That's not how you do it. Lamb. All right. CD Lamb and Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. I have one lineup. It's in the Chihuahua. What do we have? We have Dak, Kyler, Malik Willis, Javonte, Scatabo, Jadarian Price, RJ Harvey, Jonah Coleman, Jaden Blue. So we got Lamb at 14, Lamb at 11, Dak at 14, Odunze, Jacoby Myers, Juwan Jennings, Pat Bryant, Jake Ferguson, Terrence Ferguson, Greg Dulcich. I actually feel like this lineup is pretty sweet in the Chihuahua. So there we go. And appreciate Shady for letting me know. That was the leg up tool. So thank you for sharing that. So I have one team where I got that. Gunnar Ross did 10 of the $3 DK to test. It went great. Of multiing 10 tables. Yeah, 10 is rough. Yes, if you draft him, he will sign. 34% Charles. Who's Charles? Charles Bell? I don't know who's Charles. Sorry, man. There's a lot to keep track of here. Vinny Testaverde was colorblind? I didn't know that. Yeah, Godwin was a run to the podium pick. Just turn on some music, lean forward in your chair, and lock in. Yeah. I feel like you need one of those like lock-in mixes. All right, we are coming up. Baker is very, very tempting. Do I want Baker? Wandale, Jacoby, Aaron Jones is here. I don't know. I kind of like the Baker bit. I'm gonna take Baker because I don't think he's gonna survive this drafter who has no quarterbacks. So let's get Baker paired with Godwin. We've got Daniels paired with Diggs. I have another pick that I would like to make, but we'll see if it comes around. 5 puppies is Frog Clones max. Yeah, it's hard to get more than that. I just trouble still, Bill, with I'm not as good at multitasking as some people. Some people can lock in and do like 10 or 12. I'm not. I think Davis will do like 12 on his phone. I can't do it. Joel says, heard rumblings Chris Bell could play in preseason games. Oh my gosh. I struggle to get there. I mean, Jacoby Myers. Oh man. Yeah. I was tempted by C-Rod, but I really like Jacoby Myers. He's week 17 in my Jag stuff. Again, our wide receiver 2 is Josh Downs. We might need a little more help at wide receiver. We're really going to need JT, Brees, Etienne, Monty to be the guys hitting our lineup. Don't love the bye week stuff, but I think those are 4 really good running backs. We'll see if anything comes to us at 142. I doubt it, though. It's pretty grim at running back. In that range, in the 140s, Woody, Marks, Algier. Maybe Algier's interesting. I'm warmed up to Bigsby. Maybe, again, being a more like a Kyron, being like a Kyron Corum split than it was last year. Who knows? Crutches is rich. Were you playing Chris Bell? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, Gunnar Ross is asking. Gunnar Ross, there's a person in his chat doing more than 10 limbs the final days. It was open, but I won't call him out. I don't know. We need Keenan. Okay. Keenan is now Charles. I am Charles, and 34% is Frog's Keenan shares. Got it. Sweetly beating the drum. Sweetly, if you are a voter in the Hall of Fame, you are more than qualified to vote for. I just find it funny, like, what would 50 receptions in a final season like really mean for a player? Like, oh, you weren't a Hall of Famer, but since you signed with the Chargers and they threw to you 8 times in week 17 to get you over the hump, that puts you in. Like, I don't know. Chad, can you drop the link to the Leg Up dashboard? I will book this time. Sure. There you go. Just for you, Mr. Vinegar. That's a perk to being a member for 5 months, is I'll drop a requested link in the chat. Malik Willis at 139. Oh, some people get all the breaks in life. My goodness. That is a mighty gift. A mighty gift there. This drafter after me didn't take a quarterback. They've got a 0.371. Woof. That is dicey stuff there to me. I don't know. Maybe we put him in a little bit of a bind. Let's take Daniel Jones. He's at the top of the kick. We've got Josh Downs. We'll have paired, 3 of our 4 top picks. We get Danny Dimes with Josh Downs. We forced this drafter to take CJ Stroud. Of course, he has Nico Collins, so he's probably not actually sad at all. That seems pretty good. But, go easy cards. I'm glad I jumped in this. I needed 1 Dak double stack in my BBM, my last BBM of the season. I ruined the perfect number for you. You didn't ruin anything. I'm happy for you. Chris Bell Hive. There we go. So I would have taken Algier there. That's okay. Chig is part of the stack, and we don't have... Gosh, this is tough. I really want to take Tank Bigsby. I think I prefer Strange, though, to Chig. I think I just like Brenton Strange more than Okonkwo. Okonkwo and Diggs are kind of, I don't know, nibbling at each other's lunch. Maybe you could say they're sharing a lunch, but I don't necessarily love that. Strange, we can build out more of this Jags bet. I really like the Jags. They also, again, playing the Commanders week 17. Again, what's better for week 17? Having the pass catcher with their quarterback or having the opposing tight end? I don't know. But I think just in a vacuum, I really prefer Strange to Chig there. Paul top clicks 8 drafts at a time while on the treadmill called the Cardio Club. There we go. That's... I have tried that too. I get distracted easily though. But yeah. I kind of like when I'm working out. I sometimes, if I'm really have decisions, I find myself like slowing down. And so I don't know. Trying to stack the Washington-Jacksonville game is hard when both have the same bye. I agree, Richard. It's one of my biggest annoyances in life. Yeah, I lead a pretty decent life. But no, it's one of my biggest annoyances in the Badge Bros Brawl, especially because I don't want to have like huge bye weeks there and get like totally buried. But yeah, I don't love that week 17 pairing, like you said, especially because one of the things in the Badge Bros Brawl is I'll take both Daniels and T-Law. Like that's very easy to do. And then if you're making 2 team stacks, you have a lot of week 7 buys and it can kind of get out of hand. So yeah, I agree. I don't love that. Once we get past week 7, we're rocking and rolling. All right, let's see. Charbonnet, Kamara. Ugh. Yeah, I'm with the kick. I don't really want any part of that. Sidekick asking for Schultz, Barner, Otten, Dulcich. Those are all fine options. Barner goes. I think I'm going to take my guy, Dontavian Wicks. Curious how far down he is. Again, I want to be taking pieces of this Eagles, the late pieces. I just think Wicks is going to have like a pretty good role this season. Trey Harris would have been interesting too. We could have gone that direction. If Trey Harris comes back to me, I'll have to consider it. I'm fine scraping the bottom of the barrel at tight end if I have to. Yeah, Harris goes. So Ferguson goes. All right, I said I was going to be happy however this shook out, and I'm like not happy whatsoever. I'm actually unhappy. I'm the opposite of happy. I kind of screwed that up. All right, we are going to take a really slappy pick. I wonder if he's on the kick at all. No, they're like, don't take a running back. Well, all right. We got Jaden Blue. Yeah, I don't know really. I don't really know what to say about Jaden Blue. He's kind of a weird pick. I think the hope is that he's carved out some kind of role on his own. I think almost any high value touch is unfortunately going to Javonte. He was so bad as a pass catcher last year, like so inefficient, that I'm hoping Blue absorbs some of that, and those can be high value touches. I don't know though. Jaden Blue in the 15th round. I was being a little bit of a bye week coward. Easy, GM Chad. Hey, Easy, congrats. Easy now of ETR fame. Made it over the wall. Appreciate you, Easy, asking the tough question. Most and least favorite preseason week 1 quote unquote news. My least favorite is Jonathan Brooks having 3 carries for 5 yards and everyone deciding that he stinks. I think that's my least favorite because it's so dumb. I mean, what were we? What are we really expecting here? I don't know. I think these performance related stuff in the preseason is funny to me. Favorite preseason news: Caleb Douglas looking like the truth because it confirms some priors. Malik Willis looking good. But you put news in quotes. I actually think, unironically, think Malik Willis looking somewhat competent moving an offense is not like completely useless information. Let's see. Favorite news in quotes. Let's see. I say I don't know. I think my favorite bit is Katron Allen like with 23 carries. I think it's so funny how the Katron Allen haters are like, that's so ungodly bearish. He carried the ball 23 times in preseason. And the Katron Allen Bulls are like, he can handle a full workload, wheels up. That's my favorite bit because it's like, it's really whatever you want it to be. I like that. Go Easy Cards' tight end room is that we'll check your team. Go Easy Cards. We'll check your team. Greg Dulcich goes. Oh, I was thinking what helps or hurts your bags, but you went a better direction. Well, the Malik Willis stuff definitely helps the bags. Malik Willis helps the bags. Love getting hurt probably hurts the bags. That's kind of a big bummer. That I genuinely needed him to not be like that. Let's take Pat Bryant. I think another week 10. Ugh. No, let's take Pat Bryant. I think he's pretty dang good here. Hopefully we get one of Helm or Freiermuth. If not, well, I said I was okay pushing tight end, and now I'm actually gonna have to do it. Go Easy Cards going old school, 2 QBs and 2 tight ends. Yeah, stat watching preseason is hilarious. Again, I think if you're watching who's playing with who and snaps and formations, that's useful. But like, oh my God, they had a 45-yard catch is pure noise. Kelsey, what if Kelsey gets 23 receptions? He'll be 5th all time. Sweet Leaf, this is my favorite bit. You're going through Pro Football Reference for oh yes, Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth, save me. Save me from myself and my bad picks. All right, Freiermuth, welcome to the team. My God, we needed that. We needed him to come back around, and he did. So the opposite of the last turn where things got a little away from us. Gunnar Ross noting they changed the name to EZTR. Go and listen to After Yark with Easy Yoshvir. It was a great one. Yeah, I was ready to make the joke that the E in ETR now stands for easy. I think yours is better. Pushing tight end complimentary. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Look at this. Caleb Douglas in round 17. What a friendly room. All right, let's check in on Go AZ Cards' team. I think we'll have time for a Badge Bros Brawl after this. So I'm going to hop in one. So we're going to hop at 10 today, but I think we'll have enough time. Go AZ Cards with Lamb, Pickens, Kyron, Wilson, Judkins, Warren, and Dak. So he gets Dak, Lamb, Pickens. So he does get the Dak double. Sutton with Nix. That's nice. He got Nix back around to him. Kittle, Keaton Mitchell, Dallas Goedert, Jonah Coleman, Marshawn Lloyd. Flournoy going with the Dallas triple. Mike Washington and Jerry Jeudy. Nice team here. I mean, do I love Jerry Jeudy? No, but I'm at the age in life where I'm just not going to argue with people about their round 17 clicks. It's fine. Crutches says, I'd argue you should always do round 18 tight end in this environment unironically. I think there's enough. I agree. I feel like round 18 tight end is very doable. Round 18 running back is, unless you just have peered into the future and know of some crazy injury run out, then like I don't want to be taking round 18 running backs right now. Some of them, it's hard to even know who the contingent back is. Yeah, Yosh, it is very good. The Easy After Dark. Yeah, 104 watching, like and sub. Yeah, appreciate that. 104. I mean, this is awesome. This is a lot of people, and appreciate all of you coming in this morning. Colton, GM. I hope you're having a great day. Easy noting, Yosh, I'll be contributing there, working this year on NFL BR/DBQ ranks projections stuff. Will you still be doing the easy sheets? I missed. I couldn't tell from that, unless you don't want to announce that. I didn't know if you said something on that, Easy. I have to say. All right, let's see. Wow, Oscar Delp going. Yeah, Michael Mayer is our pick, by the way, if he comes to us, and he does. Looking at the board, yeah, Darnell Washington, Eli Raridan, Eric all guys I would click on, but Michael Mayer, hey, if the kick wants him, who am I to argue? So there we go. There we go. We got a 3-5-7-3. Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Etienne, David Montgomery, and Jaden Blue. Drake London, Josh Downs, Chris Godwin, Steph Diggs, Jacoby Myers, Dontavian Wicks, Pat Bryant, and then Strange, Firemuth, Michael Mayer. I am going to hop into a Badge Bros Brawl, and it fired. The Badge Bros Brawl fired. Blitzology, real quick. Let's look what you did. A 3-5-6-4. I'll tab over to the Badge Bros Brawl starting in 60 seconds. So 4 tight end, Herbert, Rodgers, and Geno. So goes Herbert and then 2 late QBs. Genty, Travion, Price, Rashad White, Aaron Jones. Not bad there. I like Jadarian Price. I think he's going to move up. Jefferson, Ladd, Waddle, Lemon, Worthy, and Bernard. So scooping the Dipperino on Lemon there. And then Kelsey, Juwan Johnson, Kate Otten, and our king, Charlie Kolar. There we go. There we go. Nice stuff. Let's move here. What do you mean start shortly? That's not right. What's going on here? What's going on? Numi help. All right, there we go. Badge Bros Brawl starting in 6 seconds. All right, I will hide the Kickerino. And nobody got in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was snap filled. It's snap filled. Sweet Leaf. with some quotes. Firemouth quote appears to be a more central piece, end quote, in the Steelers offense compared to last year and a go-to target in the 2-minute show. My goodness, I hope so. Yeah, easy crushing it. Unlike Eggers. I'm just kidding. Eggers, appreciate you. GM Chadwick. GM to you, Eggers. Hope your day is going well. Hope you're, what do we want to do? All right, we'll take Jamar Chase. We'll take Jamar Chase in the Badge Brothers Brawl. I hope your one and done stuff went better than Crutches and mine. Easy After Dark was great. Hoping we'd see $50 spins. No, that was a Chad Candles exclusive. But yeah, the After Dark was awesome. Big congrats again. Firemouth is only 842 ways from fifth on all-time receptions. Is he going to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, it's huge. Pete might have 2,000 viewers today. I hope so. I hope after this you tune in. Pete live Best Ball Breakfast at 10 a.m. over on his channel. We will be clearing the airwaves for that. But again, appreciate all of you so much. Coming, hanging. Go easy cards. If you're in Badge Bros Brawl, take 7 wide receivers to start. All right, let's take Amon-Ra. Chase Amon-Ra is kind of, it's a little tough to get. I probably don't have too many of that. I'll try to keep the board up so people can see what's going on. It's a little harder when I'm at the center and have to pick. Big Dog Levitan 2.0 will be... Oh, is that today? Are they doing Redemption in the Big Dog? Are they doing Redemption? Yeah, Sweetly. Sweetly, if you're a good sport, man. I appreciate you. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. He's been crushing it over on his live streams. Appreciate you, Bayou Bengal. I disagree. Eggers is great. No Eggers slander on this channel. Absolutely will not be tolerated. Unless I'm the one doing the slandering. All right. I mean, I could build a big Bengal stack. Let's do Ken Walker, though. Let's do Walker, Chase, Amon-Ra. I actually thought about doing 7 wide receivers, and then I remembered your team where you did that, and it wasn't very good. It was extremely, extremely mediocre team. You showed up to the Badge Brothers Brawl with a pillow. It's a brawl, not a pillow fight. You can't be showing up with, Jonathan Brooks running back 1. I think you're going to get mogged. Go Easy Card says, today Pete is doing all big dogs, maybe except his solo. Oh my gosh, there are levels to this. Unfortunately, yeah, I have not done any big dog streamed or otherwise. All right. Maybe next year though. Maybe we'll hit it big. Oh, Trey McBride at Colson Loveland at pick 20. Dear God. That's aggressive. Marion Hampton has really fallen off the wagon, huh? I don't know. At a certain point, let's not get too crazy. I think Omarion Hampton is still going to be very productive. I know they said the hot hand stuff, but he's got to be the goal line guy, right? They're not going to give Keaton Mitchell the goal line. And Vidal, I don't know. I don't know. He's not. I'm not going to be scared. No respect, indeed. Eggers one and done didn't go well thanks to Kawa. I am dead. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thanks to Fleetwood missing 2 3-foot putts. I'm kind of ruined. And Sam Burns should have been wet on 12. He thinks it's wet. The crowd thinks it's wet. The announcers think it's wet. It barely hangs on, takes a kick to the left, and then he makes birdie. He should have made double. There's just no justice. No justice, Mr. Eggers, but no one cares about that. What they do care about is what we're doing here, which might be George Pickens. Let's take Pickens. Pickens over Nico, Devontae, Flowers. I don't think I'll get Lamar at 34. All right, let's risk it. Let's try to do Flowers and then Lamar Jackson. I don't know that I will. My only hope is that this drafter is the Josh Allen guy. Lamar can be kind of tough. I know his ADP is 33, so he's right there, but I do feel like he gets pulled up somewhat frequently. I really like this Bengals Ravens Week 17 game. I've been trying to build around that. If Lamar goes, then maybe again we can try to get Burrow. We can try again with Burrow, but we'll see. Go Easy Cards. If my wide receiver Badge Bros Brawl gets out of the pod, Candles will draft a big dog with me. Oh my God. I'm hoping I'll draft a big dog with you because we crushed this year. Crutch is noting it's Sam Burns week this week. I mean, it could be. It could be Sam Burns week. We will have to see. We will be, this is it. We spiked the winner here. Could be worth a lot of money. I think we'll do Lamar regardless, even if Olave is there. If Olave goes, we could take T. Higgins and do a gargantuan stack, but I'd rather not. I don't really like that. Let's take Lamar Jackson here. There we go. So we get Lamar paired with Flowers opposite Jamar Chase. We got one nice week 17 stack already. The Loveland drafter didn't really do anything weird other than taking Loveland over McBride. So eBurk 17, shout out to you, living your truth. Throwing ADP out the window and just getting your guy. Fleetwood's final round was painful to watch. You were telling me, dude. Absolute misery. Absolute misery. I think we just grabbed Javonte. I think Javonte's going to score an annoying amount of touchdowns, so let's do that. That's fine. Again, could have taken Higgins, but yeah, that's... Don't know that I need to make that bet. Maybe if we didn't have Lamar, and then we could try to do a Burrow double. We'll see. If he comes back to us, we can talk. Edgar saying GM to Frog Clone, calling him Nezzy Jr. Taking shots. Crutches, Hovland time from Eggers. Yeah, Hovland, speaking of guys that kind of wilted, but Hovland kind of scares me in one and done that he could just like win next week at the BMW. He's definitely live. Uh-oh, no cap Mac. Breaking news. Breece Hall leaves practice due to a groin. So there you go. There we go. I think we took him in the last BBM. Cool. Sweetleaf starting to think Sion Vaki is sneaky good last pick. He practiced fully Sunday after being out with a broken... How did he break his nose with a helmet on? All right. We are up. Sheesh. Jacob Scatmore. Gosh. This is kind of a grease fire of a range here. I mean, we could take our King Scatabo. Could take Jacobs. I don't know what I want to do here. I think when in doubt, we click Scatabo. Yeah. That's kind of... my issue is that like some of these later running backs, like Jonathan Brooks, I really like. Ramondre in Badge Bros Brawl, I think is a smash. Where he goes, Blake Corum is kind of fun. And then you can click like a Krosky Merritt or even like a Mason, something like that. You can get some late running backs that have a fair amount of juice, get a little different, take some of these early wide receivers. My issue is like DJ Moore wasn't really moving the needle. And I think we're about to get a little heavier on week 7 buy stuff. Spoilers all. What we're going to do, we're going to take Parker Washington. Take our King Parker Washington. All right, let's see. 14-1 versus 27-1. Yeah, referencing Sam Burns' odds, 14-1. Is Hovland 27-1? We need Sam Burns this week. Sweetleaf, enjoy those Cocoa Krispies. You've earned it. Uh-oh. Bone Ruler. More Breece Hall stuff. Apparently went down untouched with his groin injury. The untouched injury. Oh my God, it's over. Rich Samini said he went down untouched. Crutch is noting that Wyndham is a scary fade. Between fading Hovland, Wyndham, Breece Hall going down with a groin injury, this could be the end. We have 101 concurrent viewers. This could be the last ever stream. As I melt into a pile of dust, everything I love is crumbling. But no, appreciate you. We will fight through it. Never doom. Never doom. But yeah, like and sub. I really appreciate all of you. These drafts are really fun. Speaking of guys that got hurt, Manungai had some mystery thing. I think it's meant to be okay. But let's just grab DeAndre Swift here. I mean, we have all different weeks, bye weeks. Walker, Hampton, Javonte, Scatabo, Swift. That seems pretty fun. We could have taken Jaden Daniels again. He's opposite of Parker Washington. But We'll see. Nope. Okay, I thought maybe he would come to us. Sometimes they do. We could potentially look at grabbing Odunze here. Let's take Odunze. If Luther Burden is out, I'm just looking. Where's the Loveland drafter? Oh, he already took Caleb. He took Caleb kind of early, I think. Or no, that's where he goes. All right, looks like we're going to get Odunze unless we think of some alternative. Yeah. I just take Rome Odunze. Again, just building out some bets on good teams here. He's week 17 with Amon-Ra. Again, you don't necessarily need the quarterback in all of these week 17 bets. We could get a Bears-Lions eruption and still have Lamar Jackson hit our lineup, even if we don't have Goff or Caleb. So feel pretty good about that week 17 game stack that we've built out, even if we don't have the QB part of it. Defender's hand went through mask. Sion Vaki has a Visor's bullish. Visor's bullish. P-Wash, says Frog Clone. I'm in the 9th of a puppy with Brees. It's over. Sell your shares. Braylon Allen season. He has his whole life ahead of him. Many such cases, Frog Clone. Many such cases. Uh-oh, Go Easy Cards doesn't want to jinx anything, but here comes a big jinx. He has a feeling this year will be injury-riddled, and enjoying injuries will be the skeleton key. I hope not. Sweetleaf, I just drafted him on stream in a BBM. Absolutely brutal. Helen Keller, so much for my fun team where I took Love and Brees together. That is the opposite of fun now. You have drafted an unfun team. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your team is not fun anymore. 14.5% Brees at big. Oh, yes. Brace yourself. The Brees Hall exposure tweets are coming. They are coming. All right, let's see. I really like Kyle Pitts. I'm pretty into Kyle Pitts. Let's do that. Hurts is kind of fun. Hurts is nice, but if I leave Hurts, I think I'm live to get T-Law to come back to me, and then we could stack. We could take T-Law. I think that would be kind of nice. Brenton Strange is pretty free. He very rarely goes to not the T-Law drafter. Occasionally, you'll see someone take him as a one-off, but usually you kind of have dibs on him in the last round. If you want, you can push tight end to the end. Don't mind that. I was between Pitts and Fannin. It's kind of a coin flip for me. I could also take Herbert and then maybe look at taking QJ because we do have Hampton on this team. Obviously, we don't have Ladd. BTJ goes. Let's just do the T-Law. I mean, we're reaching for Parker Washington a lot, so we do need that bet to pan out. So we'll grab T-Law there. If Herbert comes back to me, I'll consider it, but I'm not gonna go too crazy. Braylon drumbeat was getting louder. Actionable stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm trusting the chat here, but non-contact groin injury, I think if you're in the last round of a slow, I'd probably take Braylon Allen at that point. Gunnar Ross, Brees was going in the 4th on DK. That's interesting he was slipping. I really like Brees. This is why we should wait to draft eliminators. Gosh, I feel like I was just in the 2-3 turn and a bunch of mine and probably have a fair amount of Allen. In fact, I'm 90% sure I just took Allen over Love in one, right before I came on stream. James Conner, welcome to the Jets, says Lee 121503. Hey, appreciate you coming hanging. Yeah, could be. It could be James Conner's music. Yeah, Jonathan Brooks came here. We don't. All right. I feel like Goff's ADP in Badge Bros Brawl is way higher than it should be. Going ahead of Mahomes seems kind of weird. Going ahead of Goff seems weird, but I will take him. I said I would have the Week 17 stack without the quarterback. I got the quarterback because we took Goff with Amon-Ra. So I like that. I like that. We have Lamar stacked with Flowers opposite Jamar Chase. We've got T-Law stacked with Parker Washington. No one yet on the other side of that game. And then we've got Goff against two Bears in Swift and Rome Odunze. So not, I feel like these teams are it's a little paint by numbers, but I'm not going to complain. Michael Wilson goes. I think our next pick, if he's there, will be Diggs. He would be a bring back. We don't have to get too heavy on week 7 buys, and that would be kind of nice. Michael Wilson, I like him a lot in Badge Bros Brawl. You can get him as like wide receiver 6 or 7, and he's just shown those huge spike weeks. Sweet Leaf, never do, man. It's okay. And you do have the Cocoa Crispy Milk. Crutches is the golf guy in Badge Bros Brawl. He's mega disrespected, great in a 3 QB room, got great ceiling with high floor. Yeah, he's someone that I'm been lower on than I ought to have been. We'll take Steph Diggs here. Sneaky MVP candidate. Yeah, don't they not have a true outdoor game till like the playoff, the best ball playoff week? Someone said that. I didn't actually fact check it, but I think their indoor weeks are like super front loaded. Crutches has 30% on the dot. Yeah, I'm low. I'm lower than I should be. I think because I take Mahomes over him most of the time. Sweet Leaf, I need to hop in a million. Draft Braylon Allen immediately. Hits the meme with the Buzz Lightyears. I'm going to draft Braylon Allen in the 18th. Everyone thinks they're going to get him. He's going to go in like the 12th round in your draft. Dear God. All right, what do we need? We do need some tight ends here. Oh, Gal Bruno's going to take Mark Andrews because he has no creativity. That's disappointing. Gosh darn it. All right. All right. Goddard or Fergie? I've been wanting more Goddard. Yeah, we'll take Goddard here. That's kind of a bummer. Like, this guy just takes him because he's the tight end at the top of his ADP. I mean, be a free thinker, people. Be a free thinker. MVF Jacob is in his 35% Braylon resting easy. I mean, Jacob Sanderson is always going to rest easy. I mean, my God, this guy, he just living the life. It's the dream life. He leaves his attorney job and now has 35% Braylon Allen. All right, we are coming up. What do we want to do? Let's take Chris Godwin. He's, wide receiver 7, Chris Godwin. We did go Chase, but I don't know. Do we want to take Ramondre? I kind of want to take Ramondre. I don't know. This is kind of hard. Let's take Ramondre. I do mostly 3, 6, 7 threes. Excuse me, 3, 5, 7 threes. But I don't know. Different bye week. I've been touting him. We did go two early wide receivers, going Chase, Amon-Ra. I mean, I'm okay pushing Godwin. I do really like Godwin, but maybe this makes his team a little more robust. Jake Binniger noting, Underdog telling me Brees is my second highest drafted running back in a limb. I will see you guys next year. Maybe, who knows what happened with this non-contact groin injury. Maybe it's nothing. Oh, God. All right. Tight end. Brenton Strange at the top of the tight end ADP. Oh, this Gal Bruno, the unimaginative guy, is just going to click Brenton Strange. Good God. This is going to be really tilting when he just takes Strange. Do we go one lower and take Ferguson? He takes Hunter Henry. Hey, look at that. He makes a stack. All right, let's take Brenton Strange. So there we go. We've got a 3-6-6-3. Lamar, T-Law, and Goff. Ken Walker, Omari and Hampton, Javonte, Scatabo, DeAndre Swift, and Ramondre Stevenson. Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, Zay Flowers, Parker Washington, Rome Odunze, Steph Diggs, and then Pitts, Goddard, and Brenton Strange. I like this team as part of the Badge Bros Brawl portfolio. Helen Keller, 16% Love or 16% Braylon. For me, it could be much worse. It helps a little that Love was often paired with Gibbs or Bijan, who project so well. Yeah, you likely would have Love with, from pick 1 or 2. The problem is he's going to be your running back 1 and a lot of like Chase, Drake London, or, JSN plus Nico teams. Like he's a first running back in a lot of builds, and that could be kind of dicey, especially for a limb if he's like not playing week 1. That could be kind of Could be kind of grim. Let's see. All right, let's do quick exposure check. People like this sort of thing. I don't have very much Braylon Allen, so this is going to be bad. Allen. I have 2% Braylon Allen. Hooray. All right, how much haul do I have? 10.5% haul. Okay, that could be significantly worse. That could be way worse because I did like him. And now, most importantly, how do I go back? Do I have to click this again? I'm sure there was a better way. All right. And now, what about Eliminator? This is where I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared about my Eliminator exposure. Let's see. Drum roll. All right. Well, we may never know. Reporting it's a thigh injury. The thigh ankle sprain. I saw groin. All right. Real quick. Breece Hall. How much Breece Hall? 10.7 in a limb. All right. Everyone, this was a ton of fun. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. Again, head on over to Best Ball Breakfast. They're ripping big dogs, which is absolutely awesome. Those are going to be a ton of fun. Let me, I guess I can link it. All right. Oh my God. Well, this isn't going to work. I'm too slow at finding links. Okay, here we go. Make sure to check over on Pete's stream, the Best Ball Breakfast. But everyone, I will be back tomorrow. Again, appreciate all of you so much, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.